Okay, in the section of 4.10.2, existential restrictions, right? So in this exercise, we need to add the restriction to a pizza that specify the pizza must have at least, the pizza base. Okay, so that's a existential restriction, right? Some, at least, right? Okay. So I'm going to add that restriction, right? Okay, the restriction that I like to add is I need a paint. Okay. So restriction that what I need is if I use the large logical formula, right? So so we know that we have has base, right? So that's a property has base, right? We know that we have this property, right? I mean this object property we created has base. And then what? I have to use either only or some, but this is the sum restriction, right? Existential restriction. So I have to use the sum. And then what? The next one is the what? The pizza base, right? So the pizza base. Okay, so we know that this is what? Okay, so we know that this is what? Property restrictions. To be precise, it is what? Existential restrictions, right? Property restrictions. And then this is what? This is a filler, right? Okay. So I'm going to add this thing to what? The pizza. Basically, the expression, right? That I would like to express that the pizza must have at least the pizza base, right? I mean, this is obvious, right? I mean, the pizza must have the pizza base, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. The pizza must have at least the pizza base. Okay. So now I'm going to express this thing using what? Protege. Okay. So go back to the, okay, so this is my protege, right? Oh, I think I already implement this, so maybe I can show you, let's see. Let me just delete this. Okay, now what you can do is this. Click the pizza, right? And okay, just go back to the object properties, and then we know that we have has space, right? So that's we have has space under the has ingredient, right? Or we have has topic, right? Okay, now go back to the classes and then click pizza, right? And then you have subclass of, right? So click this, and then you just click, okay, so this is class hierarchy, data restriction editor, and object restriction creator. So that's what we need. And then we know that we need to click under the restrict property, right? We need to click the has base, right? And then for the restriction type, we have sum and only mean exactly max, right? Then we need to choose sum restriction, right? And then in the right side, what is our filler is a pizza base, right? So please make sure that you click the pizza base and then okay. Right, so now you see that on the subclass of we have has base, sum, pizza base. Okay, so now we have just added, right? We have added this restriction, has base, sum, pizza base, as you can see here, right? Okay, now, so that's the exercise 13. Okay, now if you look at the page 33, right? I highlight this, right? Notice that these are the necessary conditions and blah, blah, blah. So I want you to read this sentence, right? I mean, this is kind of important concept, right? So I'm going to talk about this in my next lecture, okay? So please, I mean, before you read, look at my next lecture, I want you to read this first and then think about, okay, think about, what the author is trying to say here. Okay, so thank you.